Welcome to our Hong Kong Brief program. Today, we dive into the inspiring journey of fashion designer Robert Wun, who transformed his struggles in Hong Kong into a stunning career on the global stage, showcasing at Paris Haute Couture Week. His story is a testament to the power of creativity and identity, encouraging young people to embrace their uniqueness while reaching for the stars. Next up, we explore the booming student housing market in Hong Kong, where investors are seizing opportunities amidst soaring rents and a growing demand for accommodation. With a significant shortfall in available beds for non-local students, the race is on to convert properties into student-friendly spaces, making this a hot topic for both investors and students alike. Finally, we discuss the results of a recent Greenpeace survey revealing that over half of Hongkongers feel the government's extreme weather policies are ineffective. With increasing concerns about climate change and severe weather events, residents are calling for improved infrastructure and proactive measures to protect their communities. Please stay tuned for more detailed coverage. South China Morning Post. Fashion designer Robert Wun reflects on his journey from his challenging upbringing in Hong Kong to becoming a celebrated figure in the fashion world, dressing stars like Adele. Growing up in a school that prioritized academic and athletic excellence, Wun struggled to find his place and turned to fashion as a means of self-discovery and escapism. His move to London at 16 opened his eyes to the importance of purpose and creativity, leading him to win the Andam Fashion Award and gain mentorship from Chanel's Bruno Pavlovsky. This pivotal moment propelled him to showcase his work at Paris Haute Couture Week, marking him as the first designer from Hong Kong to achieve this feat. Wun's story is not just about personal success, it's a testament to the power of perseverance and the importance of embracing one's identity. South China Morning Post. In a booming market, investors are rapidly acquiring properties in Hong Kong to convert them into student accommodations, driven by soaring rents and an influx of mainland students. As the demand for housing outstrips supply, Crystal Investment has made significant purchases, including hotels, to cater to the growing number of non-local students. With the government doubling its quota for these students, the need for student housing is projected to rise dramatically, leading to a predicted shortfall of 120,000 beds by 2028. The transformation of existing properties into student-friendly spaces reflects a strategic response to the educational hub ambitions of Hong Kong, positioning the city as a competitive player in the international education landscape. South China Morning Post. A recent Greenpeace survey reveals that over half of Hong Kongers believe the government's extreme weather policies are inadequate, particularly in light of last year's catastrophic rainstorm. The poll highlights a widespread concern for improved infrastructure and worker protections against increasingly severe weather events. While the government has taken some steps to enhance flood protection, many residents feel that the measures are insufficient and fail to match the reality of climate change. Greenpeace advocates for a comprehensive work suspension mechanism to safeguard workers during extreme weather, emphasizing the need for a long-term strategy that goes beyond temporary fixes. The survey underscores a growing public demand for proactive policies to ensure safety and resilience in the face of climate challenges. South China Morning Post highlights the pressing need for Hong Kong to provide adequate funding to its West Kowloon Cultural District, which aims to become a vibrant art hub showcasing cultural diversity and fostering dialogue. The district's leadership is urged to avoid real estate development as a means of financial sustainability, instead seeking government support akin to that received by British museums. The article emphasizes that West Kowloon should be seen as a public good, enriching the city's cultural fabric and making art accessible to all, particularly through community engagement and outreach programs. It calls for the district to leverage its position to elevate local stories and contribute to a broader understanding of Chinese heritage in the global context. In a separate report, the South China Morning Post reveals a contentious legal battle involving the Kadoorie family, a prominent business dynasty in Hong Kong, and their former in-house lawyer, Samantha Jane Bradley. The dispute centers around Bradley's termination and subsequent allegations against the company, including claims of unfair dismissal and corporate misconduct. The court has issued an injunction against her from sending disparaging emails about the family and its associates. The Kadoorie family, known for their vast business interests, including electricity and hospitality, has maintained a low profile, making this public feud particularly notable. Bradley's accusations and her claims of feeling unsafe after leaving the company have drawn attention to the inner workings of this influential family. The South China Morning Post also covers the evolving landscape of Hong Kong football, as player Philip Chan Shuquan discusses the emergence of young talent aiming to reshape the sports image in the region. With a new coach and a squad featuring several debutantes, Chan highlights the importance of fresh energy and leadership to elevate the team's performance. The Hong Kong team is setting ambitious goals, including improving their world ranking and competing successfully in upcoming tournaments. Chan expresses confidence in his teammates and emphasizes the need for a disciplined approach in their matches, particularly in their upcoming showdown with Fiji, where they aim to secure a title and showcase their potential on a larger stage. South China Morning Post, Jackson Wang, the Hong Kong-born pop star and founder of Team Wang Design, is making waves not only in the music industry but also in fashion, building a multi-million-dollar empire that resonates with China's youth. His latest summer collection, Sparkles, I See the Lights, created in collaboration with Nigerian-American fashion stylist Mobolaji Dawodu, emphasizes a mantra of easy, casual, and fun. The collection quickly sold out, showcasing vibrant colors and sporty aesthetics that align with a trend among young Chinese consumers moving away from heels in favor of trainers. Beyond fashion, Wang has ventured into various businesses, including a music label and esports, amassing a net worth of approximately $100 million. His innovative approach and understanding of cultural trends have positioned him as a formidable entrepreneur, with exciting projects such as a Halloween mega-event in Shanghai set to draw massive crowds. South China Morning Post, the evolution of Hong Kong's gambling film genre is intricately linked to iconic figures like Andy Lau, Chow Yun-fat, and Stephen Chow, whose contributions shaped the landscape during the late 20th century. Wang Jing's God of Gamblers, released in 1989, marked a turning point, blending star power, glamour, and humor to create an enduring classic. The film follows the story of Ko Chun, an elite gambler who loses his skills due to a prank gone wrong, and features a memorable blend of action and comedy. Stephen Chow's All for the Winner, a parody of God of Gamblers, further propelled the genre into the spotlight, showcasing Chow's unique comedic style. This film not only solidified Chow's status as a leading actor, but also inspired a wave of gambling-themed films in Hong Kong, reflecting the cultural fascination with gambling during that era. Guardian, Australia has emerged as a nation of gamblers, with a staggering 1/5 of the world's slot machines located in the country, despite having less than 1% of the global population. The prevalence of pokies in pubs and clubs, alongside the rise of online gambling, has created a pervasive culture of wagering, leading to significant gambling losses per capita. New South Wales, in particular, has one of the highest concentrations of gaming machines, fueling concerns about addiction and societal impact. The conversation around gambling has intensified, with advocates calling for stricter regulations akin to those for tobacco, as the majority of Australians support measures to curb gambling advertising. Personal stories from Gamblers Anonymous meetings reveal the devastating effects of gambling addiction on individuals and families, highlighting the urgent need for change in a culture where gambling is omnipresent and often normalized. SCMP Opinion: the recent initiative allowing Hong Kong motorists direct access to Guangdong Province has been a boon for tens of thousands since its inception last July. However, mainland drivers face stricter entry regulations, raising concerns about the city's ability to handle increased traffic. Commerce Minister Wang Wentao highlighted the need for adjustments to facilitate southbound travel, referencing the new road link between Zhongshan and Shenzhen as a key development. The initial phase of the southbound scheme, allowing only a limited number of vehicles from Macau and Guangdong, is set to launch soon, but its overall economic impact remains restrained. With the northbound arrangement benefiting around 64,000 vehicles, there are calls for better integration and reduced barriers to enhance cross-border travel, ensuring that Hong Kong maximizes the potential of its underutilized mega bridge. SCMP opinion: the intersection of sports, culture, and tourism is emerging as a significant driver for Hong Kong's economic growth, as demonstrated by the enthusiastic attendance at the Hong Kong Sports Economy and Tourism Summit, even amidst a typhoon. The event showcased the city's ambition to position itself as a global hub for sports and tourism, particularly following the success of local athletes at the Olympics. The upcoming Kai Tak Sports Park is set to be a cornerstone of this vision, with plans for hosting both national and international competitions. Financial Secretary Paul Chan emphasized the importance of integrating sports into tourism and cultural activities, which could lead to a flourishing sports industry. With major events like the Rugby Sevens on the horizon, there is a call for collaboration across the community to cultivate a robust sports culture that benefits both athletes and the economy. South China Morning Post: the ongoing political tensions between China and Japan are creating significant barriers to youth exchanges, essential for fostering goodwill between the two nations. Many young Japanese, like 15-year-old Yasushi Keifu, are hesitant to visit China due to fears of conflict and negative perceptions fueled by recent geopolitical events. Despite the strained relations, efforts are being made to encourage youth exchanges, with plans to invite Japanese youths to China. However, the deep-rooted historical grievances and recent political disputes complicate these initiatives. Observers stress the importance of cultivating relationships among younger generations, as they hold more favorable views of each other compared to older demographics. The challenge lies in overcoming the prevailing negative sentiments and fostering a genuine interest in cross-cultural experiences, which could ultimately shape the future of Sino-Japanese relations. South China Morning Post reports that Florence Pugh, the beloved actress known for her roles in films like Oppenheimer, may have found romance again with Finn Cole, the breakout star from Peaky Blinders. The two were recently spotted together at the premiere of Nicole Kidman's new Netflix series, The Perfect Couple, and were seen leaving the after-party together. Their friendship dates back to earlier this year, when they were seen together at the Glastonbury Festival, and Pugh even supported Cole during his stage debut. Cole, who hails from Kingston, London, has made a name for himself with his performances in various films and TV shows, showcasing a particular interest in playing complex characters. His journey into acting was inspired by his older brother, Joe Cole, who encouraged him to audition for Peaky Blinders, ultimately leading to his successful career. In another piece, the South China Morning Post covers the tragic aftermath of the yacht sinking that claimed the lives of Mike Lynch, often referred to as Britain's Bill Gates, and his daughter, Hannah. His widow, Angela Baccares, now faces the daunting prospect of being liable for up to $4 billion in damages to Hewlett-Packard, HPE, due to fraud claims against her late husband related to the acquisition of his software company, Autonomy. Despite the immense personal loss she has suffered, HPE is determined to pursue its claims against Lynch's estate following a civil lawsuit victory in 2022. Baccares, who survived the yacht tragedy alongside 14 others, described her harrowing escape from the sinking vessel. The couple had 2 daughters, and the loss of Hannah has left a profound impact on their family, with Baccares' other daughter, Esme, sharing heartfelt memories of her sister. The South China Morning Post also introduces Sofia Lafortiza, the lead vocalist of the newly formed K-pop girl group Cat's Eye, which debuted through the Netflix docuseries Pop Star Academy, Cat's Eye. This innovative group is notable for its diverse lineup, comprising members from various countries, each bringing their unique backgrounds to the table. La Fortiza, who grew up in a musical family, found herself drawn to K-pop after being inspired by BTS and decided to audition for the group. Despite her initial lack of dance experience compared to her bandmates, she thrived through their support and the rigorous training they underwent together. As the leader of Cat's Eye, La Fortiza is determined to inspire fans worldwide, aiming for their music to resonate globally and showcase their confidence as a powerful female force in the music industry. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.
Scrolling through the headlines, another crazy day. 6 degrees of stories, connecting in their way. From the weather to the sports, and everything we see. People making news on TV screens for free. 6 degree world, where the news comes in a whirl. Every story ties together like a ribbon in a twirl. Sit back and watch it all, big and small they call. From city lights to countryside, we're connected after all. A laugh, a cry, a sigh, news is flying high. From city lights to countryside, we're connected after all. A laugh, a cry.